Hello, everybody. You have made it to your last lesson in algebra. Woohoo! All right, we are going to look at lesson 11.5, which is on two-way frequency tables. Our learning target for today, we will be able to organize data in two-way frequency tables and use them to make inferences. We will organize and summarize categorical data by creating two-way frequency tables. We will also calculate and interpret joint and marginal frequencies, joint and marginal relative frequencies, and conditional relative frequencies, and use them to make inferences about a population. So a lot of new vocab right in that learning target. So let's jot down some of this vocabulary. Joint frequency. The joint frequency indicates the frequency of a single option for one category. So this is kind of vague, without an example. So I think that as we get into our next set of videos, this will make more sense. But for example, you could think of the frequency of robin, so a bird, the frequency of robins that are in forest A. So a joint frequency is the frequency of a single option. So in this case, the single option are robins for one category that are in forest A. So that is a joint frequency. A marginal frequency indicates the total frequencies for each option or category. And then an example of that would be the total frequency of birds let's say in forest B. So total frequencies for each option, in this case, what's the total frequency of birds for each option or category. So the total frequency of birds that would be in forest B, that's an example of a marginal frequency. Again, I know these don't make a lot of sense right now, but once you go through your videos, then you come back to this vocab and it'll make a little bit more sense. All right, so a conditional relative frequency. This is the ratio. Remember, ratio is a fraction of the joint frequency and the related marginal frequency. So essentially, creating a ratio out of your joint frequency and your marginal frequency. Just a side note on this, when we say ratio, these will be written as a fraction. That's our ratio. Or often we do calculate that ratio and we could write it as a percent. So you'll see that ratio written both ways.